Welcome to another morning show. I have got a new friend with me. Dion, welcome aboard.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us quickly about what you do.
My name is Dion Francis. I am the founder and the operator of Blueprint Pathfinders Inc. We're a life coaching company here in Toronto. And we specialize in identifying, restoring, and helping people to preserve the natural skill sets that helps them to pretty much reach their optimum success. How do you really get that success? And not just experiencing drizzles, but really consistently living the purposeful life.
Oh, what's the opposite of drizzle?
Abundance.
Abundance? I like it. You're launching a book.
Yes, I am.
Was that what we're talking about? Social media strategies to launch?
Yes, it's about getting that book out there. As I mentioned before, I came out of a legal background. Social media is not really my thing, and it's not my genre. I'm not necessarily as versed as you are, most people. It seems like I speak to everyone,
yeah,
and they're versed. So I keep on wondering, where was I while all of this is taking place? But it's about launching the book,
yeah,
and maximizing the tools that are out there to get the message,
yeah,
reach the audience.
I think the benefit you have is you've been doing this for years. You've helped a lot of people. You have a message. And one of the most frustrating things that I've seen is people who have all the experience they don't have the knowledge, and so they're not sharing enough in the platforms that are relevant.
Okay.
I did an interview with David Bach, if you know David Bach. He's sold 7 million books, financial wizard, and he comes on my channel, and everybody's like, who's this guy? Like, you don't know David Bach. But it's not their fault, it's his, right? Because
okay.
he doesn't have a YouTube channel, he's not on Instagram, and so these people are fading. Technology is going to change, and so we want to stay relevant. And my mom would say, if you have the ability, then you have the responsibility.
Come on.
So that's ingrained into me deep. And so you have a great ability, and so now let's make it the responsibility to share it. If I'm looking at the platforms, Instagram is the easiest way to grow, the fastest way to grow. Mm-hmm. YouTube is the longest, is the way to build your brand. So YouTube, a video that you make now, in 5 years, is still going to be relevant and still going to be watched, as long as the message, but your message of change is always relevant.
Every generation.
Right? So it's any kind of that evergreen content. If you make a great video now, in 5 years, people will still be watching it. With Instagram, nobody cares what happened 2 weeks ago, let alone 5 years ago.
It's that fast.
It's Insta, right? It's fast. It's what it is. It's instant, right? Yeah. Instagram is faster to grow and get an immediate audience and traction. Mm-hmm. So if I'm looking book launch, then I'm looking Instagram first. YouTube, I'd be looking at more long form, building a brand, because you're not done with this one book. This is your life's mission. So It's going to happen. It's going to be on forever and ever. So what I'll be looking at is Instagram. How do I make daily content? And it's not that difficult to make content. You're a thought leader, and so you want to teach me how you think. I want to think like you think. I want to see the world like you see the world. I want to get the perspective that you're giving me, and you see it like, that's a different way of seeing it. Like you just change someone's mindset, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not all about having fancy editing and worrying about all the videography and everything involved in it. You can, and if you start building a business off of the video side, you can hire editors and a team to come in and help you. But the starting point is you and your phone. Like we're making this off my phone. Mm-hmm. That's the starting point. Whether you have a tripod and you're talking into it, or whether you're just holding up the phone, mm-hmm. I would look at a daily video message from you of something that you want to share. Okay. I think you play very well in video. I think you're not nervous in front of the camera. Yeah. But for most people when they're starting, it's like, I don't know what I'm going to say. I have these great points. Yeah. This is shaking. Right? That's a lot of people. When I'm helping them with their social media stuff, it's like, they freeze in front of the camera.
Really? I can see it.
I froze on my first time in front of it.
I mean,
it's just, when you start at anything, you aren't good at it. Right? And then you get better with practice and repetition. Right. So you've been doing this. So I would look at, how do I make a daily message? You have up to 1 minute to make a video on Instagram. So it's still short. So what can you say in a minute that would touch somebody's life today, right? And then you just have to write in the caption what the theme is. Today's message is whatever.
Okay.
You could pull from your book. You can pull from, I would be doing a countdown, like 28 days before I launch my book. Today's message is change. Daily, quick video, and don't let where most people fall down is they let the editing get in the way. So they filmed it, but then, it needs to be cut. I need to have music behind it. I need to have fancy graphics. Not as important. For your long-term brand building, you will get there. But more important than how fancy it is the message.
Okay.
What's the message? Right? If I watch it and you make me stop in my tracks and think, I need to change what I'm doing today.
And that's the idea.
Right? Then it's like, wow, yeah, this Dion person, great. Like, I'm going to follow her. I want to dive more into her. What's this book? When's it coming out? Right? I think you have that ability. And hopefully to make a 1-minute video every day takes, 5 minutes to do, not 4 hours of preparation. It's just thinking about what's the message that you feel connected with today and what do you want to share. Whether you come to it just thinking about it in the morning or whether you think about somebody on the bus that you've seen and their potential and that inspires you to make a video. So 1-minute videos every day. The other option you have with Instagram is what they call stories, and these expire in 24 hours, where it's 15 seconds max. So a quick 15-second, tight, right? Like, what can you say in 15 seconds, right?
I'm thinking, I would. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
And then people are, it's fast, and people are going through it's a soundbite. But it doesn't mean you have to talk really quickly and get your messages to get the words, because the emotion, right? Even if you said, I want you to know that you're worthy and that you are the highest form of creation. Happy Thursday.
And that's it.
And that's it. And I think even in the way you talk is almost melodic. Like there's an energy and it's like you're singing but you're speaking. It's a different vibe.
I've been told that.
Right? For somebody who's like, scrolling through their phone for the next, Instagram post, you just the way you are is already a shock compared to what most people are doing, which I think is good.
Okay.
The calm, relaxed, melodic vibe is already different.
So I've crossed that hurdle.
Yeah, you're already ahead of the game. And that's the easiest one to do because it's just you and your phone. It's meant to be you and the phone.
Simple.
Yeah.
To the point.
If you have a phone, you have a camera on your phone, you have an internet connection, you can start making content. And I think video is the best spot for you because you come off so well on video.
Okay.
Like I think I'm sure the book is written very well. I'm sure you can write awesomely too. But like the vibe, there's a lot that's missed when it's only written versus.
It is.
Being able to experience the
it's an experience.
It's an experience.
Because talking to you, it's totally different than if I took up an article that you wrote.
Yeah.
There is something about when the spirit or the soul connects. It's you experience some of the verbal communication.
Yeah.
Overrides so many things that we can read or see. There is something about hearing a voice, and it can move you to another place. It can shift it. It has that ability. So it is true about the whole verbal communication.
And plays to what you're really good at, right? So the more we can leverage your strengths, the more you're going to win, right? And more importantly, the more your message is going to reach people and impact their lives. Whether it's this book or whatever future things that I'm sure you've got planned that are exciting and ambitious.
Don't let me explode. I'm excited. I'm very excited about where I am and what I'm doing, and I'm loving life right now. I knew I didn't want the life that I was living, but I lived it anyway. I lived it because you have to live it until you figure out where exactly I'm going, and that's really the message that I would love for people to understand. You might not be in the place where you want to be. It doesn't mean you'll never get to the place where
Right.
you are designed to be. And we all have a place that when we step into that arena, you don't eat the effort to shine or the effort to advance, succeed, or find the peace and comfort, it becomes effortless. I get up every day thinking I'm a star. And it's my friends will tell you that, oh, Dion always loved herself. No, I really love me now. I truly believe that the people who meet me today will meet the true Dion. The people who have known me had to make a journey with me to the true Dion. And I always believed there was more to me, but I could not articulate it, nor was I able to translate it to life.
Yeah.
Let's talk about getting the message out there. And
so something like that, you can make a quick, those are called stories, 15 seconds. I look at 3 to 5 times a day. Whenever inspiration hits,
okay.
like, I want you to wake up every day and know that you are a star. Post. A good indicator is anytime you're feeling heightened emotion, record and post. Whether you're grateful, whether you're happy, whether you're frustrated. And then how do you come out of it? Like, I'm on this bus. I thought I'd be here in 45 minutes. It took an hour. But you know what? I'll get there and it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Right? Any heightened emotion, record, post. And it's super easy. The mechanics aren't difficult to do. I know it may sound overwhelming because you haven't posted anything yet, but it's not mechanically difficult to go through and do. So 15-second stories, 3 to 5 times a day, 3 to 8 times a day, in that range, and then a daily 1-minute video.
Okay.
For YouTube, I think is a good place to be. I'd probably start looking at YouTube after you launch your book because you're so tight on timing with the book. Like, it's coming out November 29th. YouTube, again, takes longer to build up, but has a much longer shelf life. Okay. So just like your book took a long time to write, but then will live forever. The strategies, the content. There might be some things that are only relevant to a 2018, 2019 environment, but most of the book is going to be, if my grandkids wanted to see it, it's still relevant. Longer form works better. So now I'm looking at, like, how do I make an 8 to 12-minute video? And and I think you can. This is a challenge for most people. How can you sit in front of a camera for 8 to 12 minutes and continually give good information?
Facebook have done, and that I've done on Facebook Live.
I think you would love Instagram Live. Once you get a few followers happening, so we're on Instagram Live now and people are watching us. But another cool feature, there's little comments happening down on the side. They're saying stuff. When I don't have a guest, I'll go picture-in-picture where it'll just be me on camera, and then I can bring people in.
Okay.
And you see them on, so it splits the screen. Exactly, right? Similar to Facebook Live. But it's amazing. I think you would do so well with that because somebody would call in and say, Dion, I don't know how to find my path. I don't know what to do. And then you coach them. You help them.
The journey, yeah.
Right? But in that process of coaching them and helping them, other people are watching and hopefully learning as well and help spread your mission and reaching people as well. I go YouTube Live once a week, and I go Instagram Live at least 5 times a week.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's fun. Like, having a guest is fun. This is great, but also having people picture-in-picture, people calling in from all over the world and say, hey, I'm struggling with this. What do you think? It's really fulfilling. And then other people watching get the benefit of learning.
Okay.
Right? So I think you would excel in that, and I think you would just enjoy it. You need to build up a bit of an audience so that when you go live, people are tuning in, watching. Or if you had a regular show to say, hey, every day like this, people know every day, 9 o'clock Eastern, we go live. Join in, come watch. I have a special guest coming on, and we'll see what we talk about. I would probably just go all in on Instagram if I was you right now, and then in 2019 start looking at a YouTube strategy once you're done all the book crazy parties and hype and there's a lot of stuff to worry about. But YouTube would still just be, you start off your phone. Instagram is vertical, YouTube is horizontal. So just flip the phone around. It's really not super complicated, but just, I mean, you can film it this way, just you'll have giant black bars on the side.
Okay.
Because it's meant to go horizontal. Okay. Or just, flip the phone.
Okay.
And then talk for 8 to 12 minutes on a subject. Whether you're channeling somebody that you just recently worked with and you want to share that message, whether you're doing a guided meditation, whether you're like whatever you would normally do, if you could spit it for 8 to 12 minutes, then those are all individual YouTube videos. If you could do that daily, that's awesome. If somebody wants to like find your book, what's
Amazon, and major bookstores.
And it's called?
Change. The lies we tell ourselves and the stories we believe. We all have gone there.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you. Give a hug. Thank you so much.
Thanks
I love
for
your
having
energy.
me.
If you want to learn some more growth hacks and how to succeed on social, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
The move that I have, and the thing that I want to talk to you about today, and the variable of the difference of the companies that win and lose